Hello everyone. I am going to discuss basics of organic chemistry for beginners. It comes under a category science. I divided my course into 7 different lessons. Lesson number 1 deals about the development of organic chemistry as a discipline. So, when you start anything new, it is always necessary to understand how that has been originated, how it has been progressed from point 1 to till date. That we are going to discuss in lesson number 1, development of organic chemistry as a discipline. In the second lesson, we are going to discuss about the scope of organic chemistry. So when you think of organic compounds, it is everywhere. Organic compounds includes in food, cosmetics, just you name. Everywhere you are going to have organic chemistry, fertilizers, fuels, explosives, everywhere you come across organic compounds. So what are the different importance of these organic compounds, or what's the scope of organic compounds? If you study organic compound, organic chemistry, where you are going to find jobs or career, everything we are going to discuss in lesson number 2. In lesson number 3, we are going to consider what is so special about organic chemistry. We are studying organic chemistry as a special branch of chemistry. There are 118 elements in a periodic table, and only the organic chemistry, which is the chemistry of carbon, we are studying as a separate branch of chemistry. Even though there are 118 elements are there, the carbon has a special position in the periodic table. Those compounds we are studying as an organic chemistry. What is so special about that organic compounds which contains carbon, that we are going to study in lesson number 3, why to study organic chemistry as a separate branch. What's so special about carbon? What is the unique features of carbon, we are going to discuss in lesson number 3. Lesson number 4, we are going to represent these organic compounds, organic molecules in a particular pattern. It may be structural formula or it may be a molecular formula. Again, 3D structure, so many methods, so many ways are there. When you write these molecules on a paper, on a board, so those representations we are going to learn in lesson number 4. In lesson number 5, we are going to consider the classification of these organic compounds based on their functional group. Functional group is a one which is going to decide the property of an organic compound. Those functional group going to have a unique feature when you consider physical and chemical properties of those organic compounds based on their functional group. How these organic compounds are classified are learnt in lesson number 5. In lesson number 6, again these classification of these organic compounds are also based on their structure, whether they are going to have a single bond, double bond, or whether they're open chain structure, closed chain structure. Based on those also we are going to do the classification of organic compounds, that we are going to learn in lesson number 6. In lesson number 7, we'll go for the nomenclature of organic compounds. So once you know that what are organic compounds, how they are classified, how they are represented, now you should know how to name them. So that is nothing but nomenclature. For that, a special method is there, that is called as IUPAC nomenclature, which we are going to discuss that in this particular lesson. In lesson number 8, we are going to consider the nomenclature of polyfunctional organic compounds. As already told you that functional group is the one which is going to decide the property of an organic compound. If you contain more than one functional group, if you contain more than 2 or 3 functional group, how we are going to name them? That again according to IUPAC nomenclature, that you are going to learn in lesson number 8. So when you consider the lesson number 1, as already told you that development of organic chemistry as a discipline you are going to study. So once you undergo this particular lesson, you are going to understand the history and the milestones that has been takes place in the uh, growth of organic chemistry. Here we are going to cover early development of organic chemistry, who coined the term organic. Again, there was a theory, special theory, that is called as vital force theory, that we are going to study. Then what made this vital force theory to die? What is the origin of organic chemistry, or the death blow of vital force theory that led to the origin of organic chemistry that you are going to learn here. Then you are going to think about the definition of organic chemistry and different properties of organic compounds that you are going to learn in topic number 1. Once you undergo this particular lesson, you will be able to understand history and milestones of organic chemistry. In the second lesson, scope of organic chemistry, the objective you are going to come across, you are going to understand scope and importance of organic chemistry in our daily life. Here the topic includes sorry scope of organic compounds in agriculture. I told you now organic compounds are everywhere in agriculture, food, biotechnology, medicinal, oil and petroleum, personal care, water technology. The list is endless: food, cloth, pharma, cosmetics, stationery, paints, synthetic dyes, fuels, explosives, propellants, plastic, fertilizers. You come across many organic compounds, so there is a lot of scope for organic chemistry that you are going to learn lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, as already told you, there is a special position for the carbon. Unique feature of carbon is there. You are going to understand the importance of carbon and their compounds which make it as a separate branch. Here, why we are studying organic compounds or organic chemistry is a special branch of chemistry. That is because of many reasons. Like we are going to have large number of compounds, tetravalency of carbon, catenation, which is also called as self-linking property. There is a unique property of carbon. Carbon has so many properties, unique properties that makes it as a separate branch of chemistry, which includes these are the different forms. It can also form a ring like structure, open like structure. Carbon compounds going to exhibit the isomerism. They are going to build up a relatively few elements. Because of all these reasons, we are going to study organic chemistry as a special branch chemistry. Then when you consider the lesson number 4, here you should know how to write, how to represent the structures of different molecules. It may be a molecular formula, structural formula. Again, structural formula means condensed structural formula, bond line structural formula, ball and stick models, phase filling models, 3D structures. So many things are there. We can represent these molecules in a different forms. All those things we are going to study in lesson number 4. In lesson number 5, as already told you, the classification of organic compounds based on their functional group. Here you can understand what are functional group, what are the different functional group, how they have been arranged, what is the formula given to those functional group. Everything you are going to learn in this particular lesson. So the functional group may be alcohols, ethers, esters, acids, aldehydes, ketones. The list is endless. Amides, like that. All those things you have come across, you are going to learn. Once you take up this lesson, you will be able to understand the different functional group that has been present in the given organic compound. In the lesson number 6, the classification of organic compound based on their structure. Again, these carbon compounds have a different arrangement of atoms based on their structure. We are going to classify them into open chain compounds. Again, in open chain, closed chain, saturated or unsaturated compounds, closed chain compounds, homocyclic compounds, heterocyclic compound, alicyclic compound, aromatic compounds. Like this, we are going to classify based on the structure that you are going to learn in this lesson. In lesson number 7, we are going to learn the nomenclature of organic compounds. As already told you that once you understand this lesson, once you come across this lesson, once you take up this lesson, you will be able to understand to write the names of organic compound. The topic which includes, before there was no scientific representation of nomenclature of organic compound. There was a trivial nomenclature system which was given by the different people, by the different languages, different terminologies. In order to make it uniform throughout the world, we have come across IUPAC nomenclature that you are going to learn here. Again, in that IUPAC nomenclature, there are three basic rules are there and five supplementary rules are there. With the account of three basic rules and five supplementary rules, you will be able to name the organic compound. In lesson number 8, you are going to consider the nomenclature of polyfunctional organic compound. Here you will be able to understand and write the name of the polyfunctional organic compounds. Here we are going to consider the IUPAC nomenclature only. Principal functional group and functional group, here we are going to consider as a prefix. All those things we are going to study in this particular topic. Again, remember, carbon has only 4 bonds, therefore nothing to worry. You start love organic chemistry, then it will be easy for you. Thank you. All the best.